What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissists Code. I'm your favorite self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, better known as Mental Healness, across all social media platforms. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my lovely voice, I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, and also validate the victims, survivors, and the thrivers of said disorder. Today's episode is going to be about what happens when two narcissists are in a relationship together. So I get this question a lot, like a lot. What about when two narcissists are together? What about two narcissists? So one of the main reasons that I get this question is because people who are dealing with a narcissistic person tend to start to believe that they are also narcissistic. You see what I'm saying? People tend to think that they are also narcissistic because how they start to act in the relationship. They're like, well, Lee, honestly, I started to kind of behave the same way in my narcissist. What happens when two narcissists are in a relationship together? And I tend to tell people, like, if you are in a relationship with a narcissistic person, or you were raised by narcissists or toxic people or whatever, sometimes you might actually start behaving like a toxic narcissistic person. You very well might start doing that. They very well might become part of your personality. You know, we call those narcissistic fleas, or I think the first person I heard that from was Angie Atkinson. You know, rest in peace, Angie. I heard she passed away very recently. Rest in peace, Angie Atkinson. I think I heard that from her first. I also heard the term duper's delight from her first as well. So rest in peace, Angie Atkinson. But that's how it goes, though, y'all. Like, seriously, you might start to act like a narcissist. It doesn't mean that you're a narcissist. It means that you need to take a narcissistic flea bath. You know what I mean? It means like you picked up narcissistic traits and start to behave narcissistically because you started to act like the person you're with. A lot of times. That's how it goes a lot of times in these relationship dynamics, y'all. You know what I mean? But there's always a but, isn't it? There's always a big old but, a big old booty. Sometimes two narcissists can end up in a relationship together, y'all. I personally have dated another narcissist. I have dated a female narcissist, and it was... I laugh at it now, y'all, but it was super toxic. God, it was super toxic. And she did a number on me. I know people are going to say, well, Lee, you deserved it. I'm glad she got your ass because you hurt people. You deserve to be hurt. If y'all think people are hurt, if you think how empath of you to wish harm on somebody and hope somebody experience some pain and stuff like that, how empathetic of you. I'm joking. But seriously, y'all, two narcissists can end up in a relationship together. And somebody asked me about, how is that possible, Lee? How can two narcissists end up in a relationship together? How can two narcissists end up being friends? How can this? How can that? Y'all, narcissists are human beings. I know a lot of people don't want to say that. They think narcissists are sent from the devil, and you know what I mean, that narcissists are the spawn of Satan and all this other stuff. The Jezebel spirit inhabits narcissists, blah, 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 boo, 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 boo. Narcissists are humans too, y'all. And we are around a lot of people. It's not like there's a radar or detector out here like boop, 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 narcissists, get out of my life. No, it doesn't work that way, y'all. Narcissistic people can be friends. They can be in a relationship together because like they have similar characteristics. They have similar likes, similar interests, and things like that. You know what I mean? Physical attraction plays a role in it. Proximity plays a role in it. When I dated my narcissistic ex, we worked together. You know, so we worked together, we developed this relationship, we started hanging out or whatever, and then it turned into an actual intimate relationship. And we were both super toxic to each other. I'm pretty sure we both cheated on each other. We both lying to each other. Yeah. It was like, once you found out, you tried to one up the other person. You see what I'm saying? Once the trust got broken, it could never be reestablished. But we worked together and things like that. So it can never be reestablished. There was a power dynamic, a power struggle. We were trying to control each other. We mirrored each other. We mirrored each other's interests. We acted like each other. It was kind of crazy as hell, y'all, because now that I look at it, we really had nothing in common other than the fact that we worked together and we both had some childhood trauma. Other than that, we literally had nothing in common. And I mean that. You know what I mean? But we had a lot in common because we started to act like each other. You see what I'm saying? We had a lot in common temporarily because we started to behave like each other and things like that. You know what I mean? That happens. You get into these dynamics, you get into these relationships, you start to behave like them. And we were, sometimes opposites, I know people say opposites attract, but likes attract as well. You know what I mean? Two things that are like each other can attract each other as well. So it happens like that too. So you get a lot of narcissistic people, y'all, that are attracted to narcissists that end up in relationships with narcissists. They end up being best friends with narcissists. Like even my wife pointed this out the other day and my therapist agreed with it. Every best friend that I've had for the last like decade has been a narcissist or highly narcissistic. And my wife pointed it out. She's like, yeah, every one of your best friends or your closest friends over the last few years have been narcissists. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Yeah. Because she's like, I've not liked a lot of them. I'm like, I know you don't, but like we vibe. We have similar interests. Like we get it. We see the world the same. So I get them, they get me. And yeah, a couple of them had tried to betray me. That's to be expected, y'all. Even in narcissistic friendships, that's to be expected. But in a relationship with two narcissists together, it's horrible, y'all. Some of y'all were raised by two narcissists, and that's a horrible way to be raised, y'all. By two toxic ass people who are trying to lie, cheat, manipulate each other, gaslight each other. Typically, like I said, there's a power struggle, and one narcissistic person ends up overpowering the other one. They're still a narcissist, but even the person who gets overpowered is still a narcissist in their own way. They just take the manipulation and the lies and stuff out on their partner and probably also on their children. You know what I mean? Imagine being two narcissists. Like when I was in a relationship with my narcissistic ex, we love bombed each other. You know what I mean? The cheek clapping was intense. It was like, it was literally it was so damn toxic. Damn, it was toxic as hell. But it was exhilarating. Even though we were toxic, we were still attracted to each other. We break up, get back together, break up, get back together. It was super toxic, y'all. Power dynamic struggles. Like literally, I had to quit that job at Blockbuster Video a few years, like this is over a decade ago. This is a long time ago. I had to quit that job because I was going crazy. She was going to drive me crazy because she would bring her new boyfriends, her new supplies. She would bring them up in front of my face and just be smiling at me the whole time. Like I'll be checking them out. And she was I could see her looking at me, smiling. You evil. God, you're so evil. God, you're so evil. She was so evil, y'all. God damn, she was. But nowadays, like, so I haven't talked to her in a long time, but she ended up, again, y'all, narcissistic, ended up cheating on her husband. And, cheating on her husband. Now she with somebody else, had a baby by somebody else. She left her husband for somebody else, got a baby by him. Like, she is toxic, y'all. I'm telling you. But am I toxic too? Yes, I'm toxic as well. Two narcissists get together. It's going to be like a stew, a toxic soup, where all the ingredients are just horrible. You know what I mean? There's a power struggle. There's a power dynamic and whatnot. Because like I said, narcissists can be attracted to other narcissists, y'all. Narcissists don't just end up with empaths and codependent people and things like, and whatever. They don't just end up with borderline people or psychopaths. They end up with who you are determines where you go. And can two narcissists be in a long-term relationship? Absolutely, yes, y'all. There's no quota on the longevity of a toxic relationship. There just isn't, y'all. They're going to be toxic. There just is. They just are. A lot of times, you will be in a relationship with a narcissist, right? And they'll leave you for somebody else, and then their new supply will be just as toxic as them. Sometimes they leave you, an empath, a codependent, whatever you have going on. They leave you and they end up with a narcissist themselves. They end up with a toxic person themselves. Well, they get abused. They get used and abused. They get treated horribly. And then also, or they gang up on you. There's like gang abuse. They gang up on you. The post-separation abuse is done by two or more people. You see what I'm saying? Triangulation runs deep in there, y'all. I'm just telling you, narcissistic relationships start off so super hot. Like two narcissists together start off super hot, it's love bombing times 2. You see what I'm saying? Imagine one person love bombing and the other person receiving it and giving it back. It is a very toxic dynamic, y'all. It's very, like I said, I was damn near, when I first started therapy, I was still talking about that relationship. Y'all. I was like, damn, this girl did a number on me. So I don't trust women. I don't necessarily trust women anymore because this woman did a goddamn number on my mind. She really messed me up. She really did a number on me. She did. And that's me being real. Yeah, she hurt me, y'all. I hurt her. We both hurt each other. And in the end, we both had to go our separate ways. We literally blocked each other, y'all. There's been no contact for, it's been a long ass time now. It's been super no contact. Then she popped up on my Instagram feed one day or Facebook one day, and I saw that she got married with somebody. She's in a relationship with somebody else, got a baby by somebody else, not her husband. Because her original husband, she met him while we working at Block. She met him while we working together. She didn't marry one of them dudes. She didn't marry one of them dudes that she used to bring in there. I think he worked at Block, but I think he actually worked at another store. She ended up marrying one of them dudes. And he cheated on her, of course, like when they first got together, he cheated on her. And then she found out about it, and she punished him for years. She did some horrible stuff to that man. And because she love bombed him, and he cheated, and he told her. He cheated on her, and he told her, like, cheated on you. And that was the worst damn thing he could do. He spent the last decade getting his ass tortured. You won your prize, bro. He wanted his prize. He tried to reach out to me, was talking to me. That's what you get. I have no sympathy. I told you. I reached out to the new supply and told him what you were going to get. I'm like, dude, she is out of her mind. He's like, I got this, man. Yep, you got that. You got it, didn't you? You got it. What was that, Chris? You got it, Chris. You got it. I told him, look, reaching out to the new supply doesn't work. I told this man, I'm like, she is out of her mind. She is damn evil. He's like, I got this. Then he cheated on her, and she did you horrible. So it's like I'm telling you, you can warn the new supply all you want to, y'all. Imagine a narcissist warning a narcissist new supply. Like, hey, look, she is horrible. She is evil. She cool. She cute. She beautiful. But she is funny. But she is evil. I'm evil too. I got a little evil side to me too. But damn it, she is evil. He thought I was jealous. Because I was a little bit jealous. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you. He thought I was jealous and just making stuff up. But he found out. She broke his ass down, boy. She broke him down. Again, was he a narcissist? No, I think he was more along the line. He wasn't a narcissist, but he had some stuff going on. But again, wanting the narcissist new supply, I forgot I did that, y'all. See, y'all get me breaking down and telling y'all stuff I forgot about. I forgot that I tried to warn him and he didn't listen. And he got, you see? The new supply does not listen, even if I have firsthand knowledge and things like that. So two narcissists, you know, they are toxic to each other, y'all. They're toxic to everybody around them. The narcissistic, I know people think like, well, if two narcissists get together, does narcissism cancel out? No, it's not a chemical reaction, y'all. It's not a chemical reaction like you mix oil and water and they just separate and just coexist. It doesn't work that way. They are both toxic in their own ways. And it just shows you when two narcissists end up together, it just shows you that narcissists they come in all shapes and sizes and they have different personality characteristics. The minds works differently. You see what I'm saying? They have different things going on. The traits are very, very similar, but they can present themselves in different ways. Like the woman narcissistic person that I was with, she would just use sex as a weapon. She would literally weaponize her body. It was kind of crazy. I weaponized my mind and stuff like that. I could weaponize my body here and there, but she literally weaponized hers like a damn nuke, like a nuke. She would nuke your ass. She would nuke your ass with some cheeks and then just leave you. Oh God, she was damn evil. She got me, y'all. She did. I ain't gonna lie to you. She got me. But that's just the way the world goes, y'all. That's why I've learned so much on this journey, y'all. Two narcissists don't match. Can two narcissists have a long-term relationship? Yeah. Two narcissists can very well be in a long-term relationship together, but it doesn't mean it's happy. Longevity does not equate to happiness. Longevity does not always mean that they're good together. Longevity does not mean good things are going to come from this relationship dynamic. You see what I'm saying? But again, I'm just the messenger, y'all. So two narcissists the relationship is not, it starts off hot and heavy, but it ends cold and light. Anyways, y'all, thank you for tuning into another episode, y'all. If you haven't already, go on Amazon, grab you a self-love journal by Lee Hammock. I Love Me, self-love journal by Lee Hammock. Check that out on Amazon. If you, like I said, like and subscribe for more. And as always, mental illness is out. Peace.